Hello all. With the Xbox launch just around the corner, I wanted to take this moment to deliver my deranged ramblings about democracy's finest firearm, the R2124 Constitution. The Ministry of Truth has given me a blank check to enable my behaviour, with the promise that I will be granted C-rank citizenship if I reach my engagement quota. I must not disappoint our glorious leaders. The Constitution is a 5-round bolt-action rifle with medium penetration and one of the only 2 weapons in the game to have a bayonet equipped. For new cadets, you get this gun for free upon starting the game and will be your first access to medium pen until you unlock the Liberator Penetrator on page 6 of Helldivers Mobilize. A Helldiver dropping with the Constitution will fall into one of 2 M's, the meme or the message. Those who bring it for the meme are usually seen cowering behind another support weapon in an effort to compensate for not understanding democracy's finest firearm. These divers are not yet accustomed to our archaic methods and must be allowed to tread this path at their own pace if they are to understand our ways. On the other side of the spectrum, we have the humble, charismatic, and most democratic Helldivers who embody our other M, the message. These soldiers of freedom will drop with nothing but a constitution in their hands and supplies on their back. The enemies of Super Earth will witness such a display of confidence that they'll send every reinforcement your way in an effort to outnumber you, with no possible way another gun could have prevented this. While most of the marksman rifles encourage you to keep space between you and your enemy, the attached bayonet allows you to be closer and defend yourself when democracy's miscreants try to bridge that gap. In addition, it offers increased melee damage and can act as a silent kill if you're ever trying to sneak around. With this added utility, the Constitution will see success across most of Super Earth's factions. On the bug front, the weapon excels in killing targets at range and also encourages melee whenever they get too close. Also, having medium penetration is invaluable on the bug front, as it allows you to deal with enemies such as hive guards and bile spewers above difficulty 6. You never quite realise how common these enemies are until you don't have the firepower to pierce their armour. As a final note, the bayonet's niche really shines through here and might even be where it performs the best. Over on the bot front, the bayonet takes a bit of a step back and allows the actual gun to shine, as you only ever need 1 bullet to kill just over 50% of the main automaton faction, with a body shot killing all basic troopers and a headshot killing all medium-sized enemies. The only normal bots you'll have some trouble killing will be the berserkers and the small striders. The berserkers' tendency to sway will make their headshots hard, but simply keeping space between you and them will limit their threat. Regular striders can be instantly dealt with by killing their operator, but the introduction of the reinforced scout strider at difficulty 8 removes that weakness. Instead, you should aim for any unfired rockets as that will instantly destroy it. But that only really covers 50% of the bots. So, what about the other half? Don't. I wouldn't advise taking the larger enemies head on, but if you feel like reliving our ancient mammoth hunting days, feel free just to jump on and poke that thing to death. I have faith in you. On the squid front, you will quickly learn that bringing this instead of the Liberator was a mistake you will never repeat again. I will be completely honest with you all, this is not a squid weapon. I feel like I would be doing you all a disservice by making up reasons why you should use it here when there simply are none, and having used it against the Illuminate myself, I now understand why none of the civilians could hold off their invasions. The Overseers themselves are covered in a layer of armour that you must break off before you can begin damaging their main health, with each piece having a unique health pool. On top of this, they can't be staggered by melee hits unless you hit an exposed region. This isn't an issue if you're only fighting the Overseer, but these are the Illuminates. You're never just fighting the Overseer. When you find yourself getting chased by dozens of enemies, it's extremely common to shoot or melee a region that's still armoured during the chaos and waste the already slim opportunity to get some damage in. That's why this faction encourages high fire rate weapons such as the Knight, or weapons with a good area of effect such as the Eruptor. with the Constitution unfortunately falling short in both of these areas. The only benefit of the medium penetration here is being able to headshot the Overseers, as the only other enemies who have proper armor are better taken care of by using anti-tank weapons. There are simply too many enemies for the Constitution to handle, and the weapon's precision-based playstyle absolutely shatters when anything stronger than a Voteless appears. Best case scenario, it still takes 2 headshots to kill an Overseer, but this will often turn into a competition of who has the largest stick, and the squid usually wins. Unfortunately, the squid front is a combination of too much health and not enough downtime to properly take advantage of this weapon. I would especially recommend against new players using it here, and sticking with weapons like the normal Liberator instead. Before I wrap this up, I just want to quickly cover some of the armoured sets that synergize well with the Constitution. Peak Physique offers a 100% damage increase to all melee hits and further excels the weapon's bayonet utility. With the added damage, you are rewarded for taking advantage of the melee buff and can be followed up with a quick shot to instantly kill some Terminids. Siege Ready grants an incredible 20% increase to spare ammunition and a 30% reload speed. The only real drawback to this armor set is that it only has a light or heavy version, so your options become extremely limited if you don't like one of those armor classes. Reinforced Epaulets is my personal favourite and strikes a nice middle ground between the first two, offering the 30% reload increase while also offering a 50% melee damage buff and also a 50% chance not to break your limbs when you get hit. And that about wraps things up. This has been my improper guide to mastering the Constitution. If you made it this far, I appreciate you stopping by. This was only meant to be a silly video that poorly ranked the weapon skins, but it's ended up turning into something much different. I need to go and liberate Boar Rock now so we can go build Tyranny Park to... Wait, what? It's already liberated. Huh. What does Super Earth want us to do now? How many of them?!